Hey, and welcome back to the channel. This is Kim After 50. I'm Kim, and on this channel I share quite a bit of travel with you all, mostly cruising, also a little bit of midlife pivot. I just recently got divorced, recently turned 50, and working on getting my health in order, which includes working on losing 100 pounds, among other things. And so I share a little bit of that content with you and lots of travel content with you. So if any of that sounds like something you might be interested in, please keep watching and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This video is every penny I spent on our recent Margaritaville at Sea Paradise cruise. I've started doing this with each cruise I take when I get back, breaking it down and letting you know every penny I spent on that cruise. I do that for a couple reasons. One of the reasons is I'm a person who likes information, and when I'm trying to budget anything, I search YouTube and I like to see what other people do, what other people spent, how much bang they got for their buck, how they saved money, all the tips and tricks that they want to share. And so I am just trying to return that favor back to the YouTube community, because YouTube has helped me plan so many trips just by individuals sharing their information. I do want to go ahead and let you know that on this particular trip, I am disgusted with myself. Like I'm hanging my head in shame. Y'all, we did not do good. We did not do good on this particular cruise. I noticed a pattern, and I'm gonna save that pattern with y'all to the end and tell you all what I noticed. But nonetheless, I don't regret taking the cruise. I could have that money, or I could have the memories of that time spent with my daughter Maya, who took this cruise with me. Give me the memories. Give me the memories. Now, could I have some different memories and have spent a little bit less money? Yes, and that's the goal. I don't regret the trip. We had a great time, and we just spent too much money. Like, it's no way around it. We just spent too much money, and we're gonna do better next time. Y'all be easy on me, okay? Be easy on me. All right, so the first thing that I have is what I'm gonna call our cruise ticket, which includes just everything: cruise fare, if any, the taxes, fees, port charges, government fees, fuel surcharges. And in this case, Margaritaville at Sea Paradise has a mandatory gratuity. You cannot adjust it down, you cannot remove them, so I'm going to include that also. The crew deserves every penny of that, but I like to make mention of that just because people who have cruised other cruise lines may not be used to the fact that they cannot remove that gratuity. I think they just need to put it into the cruise fare, to be honest with you. If they're gonna make it mandatory, just put it into the cruise fare. But anyway, so the at booking I paid $349.70, and then once I got to the port, the additional fee, which was those gratuities and fuel surcharges, were $70 per person. This was a 2-day cruise out of Port of West Palm Beach, going to Nassau, returning back to Port of Palm Beach, not Port of West Palm Beach. And so that came to $489.70. The $349.70 plus the $140, that came to $489.70. So that's what it costs to get on the ship. The gas was $70. From our home, we live in Tampa Bay. We drove across the state to West Palm to take this cruise and back. Gas was $70, and parking for the 2-day cruise was $57. So when we add those up, so I gave you all the base expense, which was the $489.70. And then when we add to that the gas and parking, it's $616.70. So for 2 people for a 2-day cruise, that's what it would have cost had we not done excursions, had we not ordered room service, purchased drinks on the ship. It would have been $616.70. And we probably could have still had a great time. However, we chose to upgrade the experience a little bit. And so now I'm going to give you all those numbers. Everything beyond this point is completely optional and could have been done without. Okay? So our onboard expenses, which include food and drink. There is plenty of included food on the cruise. You do not have to pay for any food. But Maya upgraded her meal in the main dining room one night to a colossal shrimp dinner. And we ordered pizza for room service one night. And then we purchased some adult beverages on the ship. And I got the soda package. And so that came to $122. We did not pay for any upgraded entertainment experiences on the ship. We did not do any shopping on the ship. We did give our cabin steward an additional $20 tip above and beyond the required gratuity that we had already paid. We gave him an additional $20 tip. So our onboard expenses came to $142. Remember, this is a 2-day cruise. I don't think that's bad for 2 days. Could it have been better? Yes, but I don't think that's bad. Now, our port expenses. Maya wanted to go to the Margaritaville resort, and we booked that through Resort Pass. With fees and everything, that came to $235. We ordered food and drink there, and that was $47.20. Transportation while in Nassau, we took a taxi to the Margaritaville resort. We also took a taxi back to the cruise port, but on the way back, the original rum cake factory. So the taxi there was $20. The taxi back was $20. Even though we had an additional stop on the way back, it was still $20. But we tipped the taxi driver on the way back an additional $10 because he was really, really good. He was so courteous. He was so informative. When we first got in his taxi, the first thing he said was, hold on. Before we go anywhere, I want you to check all of your belongings. Make sure you have your sunglasses. Make sure you have your cell phone. Make sure you have your towels. Make sure you have everything that you need before you leave. And so I was like, that is just a really good practice. Because, yeah, that's a really good practice. And from there, the experience just only improved. The whole way back, he kind of gave us a mini tour, shared some historical facts with us. And when we went to the rum cake factory, he took Maya to this little place next door to get a free shot. He was just really good. So we tipped him an additional $10. We did very minimal shopping. We bought Bianca some rum cakes. I bought me a souvenir beach bag, and I bought one of you a souvenir beach bag, and that came to $76.50. For our port expenses were $408.70. There were so many ways to cut those down. If a person was in better shape than me, you could have easily walked to the Margaritaville resort or walked right over to Junkanoo Beach and had a beach day instead. You could have not eaten in port at all and just waited till you got back on the ship to eat. And you could have chosen not to do any shopping. Yeah, $408.70, but that was completely optional, and you could have had a wonderful day for much, much less, or even not spending any money. All right. So the total that we spent on this cruise, y'all, I am just so disappointed in us. The total that we spent on this cruise is $1,167.40 for 2 people for 2 days. I feel like I just want to shut the video off right now. I'll see y'all on the next video. All right, so do I regret it? Again, no, because I could have had the money, or I could have had the memories, and just, I love getting to spend time with my daughters. I spend a lot less when I am cruising or traveling solo. Oh, the thing I was telling y'all, I noticed a pattern. The pattern that I noticed is I spend more when I cruise with Maya than I do when I cruise with Bianca or Leah. Haven't cruised with Tatiana yet in the last couple years anyway. But I noticed that whenever, and I don't know why that is. It could be coincidence. I don't know why that is, but I noticed that I do spend more when I cruise with Maya. So you all, that's how that went. That's how that went down. $1167.40. We had a great time. So I think we spent too much, but everybody's budget is different. Everybody's definition of too much is different. So for some of you, you may think, wow, they really did good with the budget. They barely spent anything. We spend triple that when we go on a 2-day cruise. For others of you, you're shaking your head right now looking at me. I understand. So do me a favor and let me know in the comments if you've ever accidentally overspent on what should have been a really cheap vacation. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, turn on the bell, all those things. I will see you all on the next video, maybe one day at sea or somewhere else in this big, beautiful world. Bye-bye.